Welcome to Bits from the Past Gaming. Coming with another video. This one is going to be my PS3 collection. And my PS3 collection is not too big. I mainly focus on Xbox 360. So I have a ton of games for the Xbox 360. So most of my PS3 games are console exclusive. So they're only on the PS3. Some of them have been remastered and put on the PS4, but they're exclusive to the PS3, and I don't like to buy games that I already have. So if the game is on PS3 and Xbox 360, I have it on Xbox 360 and probably not on PS3. So we'll get into it. The first game is the only Japanese game that I own. It is Resident Evil Biohazard. I can't read Japanese, so I probably will never play this, but I just thought it was pretty cool to have a Japanese Resident Evil game, and I ran across this at Second and Charles, so I figured I would pick it up. What it is remastered Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica. But like I said, I can't read Japanese, so kind of difficult to play. I'm sure you can play it if you don't know Japanese, but too much of a headache for me. Next, we have Hunted. Some of these games I got in lot deals. Like someone was selling a bunch of games, so I think this game came along with one of those lots. Don't know too much about it. It's probably not too good, but I figured I would pick it up. I think this is a PS3 exclusive. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Next, we have a really good game that I love. I love interactive, like cinema type games, and Heavy Rain is one of those type of games. Kind of like the Telltale series, Indigo Prophecy, which I love. So this was right up my alley. It's a fun game, fun to play. It's more dark and serious than other games, but a really fun game to play. It's fun to play through the story, and you can decide how it's going to play out because you make different choices, and just a really fun one. Next, we have Ratchet and Clank, and this one is Tools of Destruction. I honestly never played any Ratchet and Clank games, so I don't know anything about them, but this is a PS3 exclusive, and I picked it up, so figure good to have. One day I'll probably come across playing it. Next, we have a PS3 exclusive, Heavenly Sword. One of the early titles for the PS3. I believe it came out around the launch date, from what I recall. And I don't know anything about it. A lot of these games I've never played yet. I just have them to play eventually one day. This looks like kind of like a hack and slash dungeon crawler type of deal. So it was pretty cheap, picked it up. Next, we have Killzone 2. I never actually played this, but I watched my brother play it, and it's really fun. I remember really enjoying watching this game. Not sure how it plays because I haven't played it, but it looked very interesting. Post-apocalyptic, futuristic type battle, and a PS3 exclusive as well. The original Killzone is for PlayStation 2, I believe. I'm not sure if they had it on the original Xbox, but a game I picked up because it's a PS3 exclusive. Next, we have SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEAL, SOCOM 4. My brother, once again, played this. I never did. I didn't have a PS3. I had the Xbox 360. So a lot of these PS3 exclusives I never had a chance to play because I haven't owned a PS3 until the past year or so. So I still got to go and play through these. But it's just like a soldier shoot 'em up type of combat. Little more strategic than Call of Duty, from what I get out of it. Next we have Killzone 3, another one in the Killzone series. Once again, don't know anything about it, but PS3 exclusive. Figured I would pick it up. Next we have Gran Turismo 5. I played the original couple Gran Turismos on PlayStation and PlayStation 2, and I could never really get into them. I'm not big on simulation games. I play video games to have fun, and simulation games just aren't very fun to me. If I wanted to drive a real car, I would get in my car and drive somewhere. I don't need a game to simulate driving a car. I like the Need for Speed series because it's not realistic. It's just a fun racing game to play. So that's the game of my choice. Need for Speed Underground being my number one. Next we have Rage. I think this was on both platforms, but this came in a lot. Someone was selling, so I figured, why the hell? Came with other games I wanted, so. Next we have a PS3 exclusive series, The Resistance Fall of Man. To save on time, I'll do all three of these at the same time. So Resistance 1, 2, and 3, figured I would pick these up. Any of the prices you see on stickers, except for the Second of Charles, I probably didn't pay that price. They're just stuck on there, and we all know how hard GameStop stickers are to take off. They're a pain in the ass. But the Resistance series, it's kind of like PS3's version of Gears of War, but set in the past, not in the future. So I really enjoyed it. I was playing through the first one. I also have the PSP and the PS Vita version, and I've really been enjoying playing it when I get around to playing it. I think it's a nice spin, because I played all the Gears of War games and I thought they were awesome, so I figured play Resistance Fall of Man and Resistance series, and I wasn't really disappointed. It was a different scenery, different time period, so it was fresh and I really enjoyed it. Next we have the God of War. There's more God of War games, but these are only two I have currently. God of War 3 and the God of War Collection, which has God of War 1 and God of War 2 that were on PlayStation 2. Just a really fun series. Pretty sure most people have played God of War in some fashion by now. The new God of War looks incredible. I like that they changed settings, and now they're going to be in Norse mythology, which is really awesome. Next we have Twisted Metal. This was a reboot of the series for PS3, and I remember this being kind of decent from what I recall. I haven't played it in a long time, but I remember my brother getting this, and it seemed pretty cool. I'm going to have to get back into it and see, because Twisted Metal 2 is my favorite by far, but that might be pretty good. Next we have Skyrim, another multi-platform game, and it came in a lot, so figured I'd pick it up. Next we have PS3 exclusive. It is the Atelier series. I think I pronounced that right. Atelier series. It's a trilogy. It composes 3 Atelier games into one, package, which I figure that's the way I want to go, instead of buying each one individually, if you can even buy them each individually. So Looks like a really cool turn-based JRPG, and I love my turn-based games, so kind of no-brainer for me to pick that up. Next we have Valkyrie Chronicles. This was a PS3 exclusive. I actually played this game, and it is pretty fun. It's challenging, but it's fun. I like the fact that it's turn-based, but it's kind of not. You can walk around and run around, and then when you get ready to fire, because it has guns and stuff in it, once you're ready to fire, then it switches to a turn-based style combat, which is pretty cool. I think a new Valkyrie game came out, or Valkyria, so I might have to pick that up and try it out. Next we have another RPG. It is Ni no Kuni. I got the special collector's edition, or my brother had bought it when it first came out, so I just got these off of him when I got the PS3, and it's the steelbook and the regular game, and I think it came with some other stuff, but I don't know where they are. They might be at my brother's house, but from what he said, he loved this game. He thought it was awesome. I'm not sure how good it is. I've heard that it's a really good game. I'm going to have to give it a try because, once again, I love RPGs. Next, we have another PS3 exclusive series which I absolutely love, and that is Uncharted. You have Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3. Now, people have their opinions on which game is the best in the series. I have Uncharted 4 on PS4. To be honest with you, I think I liked 3's story the best. Come on, move. 3's story I like the best. Get out of here. But I think number 2 was the best overall game. Mechanics, everything like that. Although Uncharted 4 was pretty awesome as well. But this felt the most polished, and it was definitely... it's definitely a toss-up between these two for me. The original was really clunky, I thought. You know, I know it's the first of the series, and it came out pretty much around the time when the PS3 launched, so you can really tell that the controls are clunky in it. Then when you play 2, you can really notice an update in the gameplay. We have Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I believe this is multi-platform. I believe that came in a lot as well. Next we have Genji. I don't know anything about this game, but it's a PS3 exclusive, and I figured I would pick it up. And it's cheap. A lot of these games are pretty cheap now because the PS4 is out, so PS3 is kind of phasing out, and no one really cares about it. They're going for the PS4 stuff, so that's what I like to do. I like to pick up the last gen consoles, because all the games are pretty cheap, or most of the games are cheap, so you can pick up a lot of games for next to nothing. Like PS4 and Xbox One, I'll start collecting for those when the next console comes out, when the prices on the games drop drastically. Next we have Beyond Two Souls. I played this game and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was awesome. I don't care what anyone says. This game is a hidden gem, and it is incredible. Just the premise of it and the way they executed you. I don't want to give away any of the story, but the power that she has, they executed it pretty flawlessly. So you have like the spirit linked to you, and you can play as the spirit or her, and the spirit helps get through the game, and she does things as well. and it's just an incredible story, incredible game. Puts you in some really tough situations, and I just really enjoyed it. I really like the mechanic of using your spirit and all that. Really awesome. So next we have A Realm Reborn. This is Final Fantasy blah 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 something. I don't know. I don't keep up on Final Fantasy. I really don't care about Final Fantasy. That might be blasphemous, but I really don't care about the series. Final Fantasy X was my favorite. Feel free to disagree, but I remember playing Final Fantasy X and I really enjoyed it. But I don't know about any of the other ones. Honestly, I never played any except for Final Fantasy VII. I played a little bit, and Final Fantasy X. Once they switched to that like hack and slash type thing, they totally lost me. Don't like it. Not my style. Like the turn-based. Next, we have a PS3 exclusive sports game, MLB The Show, 2013. I think this game my brother had owned when it first came out, so I just grabbed it off of him. And the last game that is in my collection is a PS3 exclusive as well. It's Little Big Planet. Never played it, but it looks very interesting, and I know a lot of people love this. They have multiple versions of Little Big Planet. I think they're up to Little Big Planet 4 now, or they're going to be coming out with Little Big Planet 4. I don't know, but they have it on Vita, PSP, PS3. Just a beloved series by fans. And since it's a PS3 exclusive and, you know, a highly loved series, I figured I would pick it up. And that does it for my PS3 collection. Like I said, I'm heavily Xbox 360 right now, so I haven't really focused on PS3 because I've been spending all my money on Xbox 360, PSP, and Genesis games. So I don't really have any time, energy, or money to devote to PS3. But if I run across lots or people selling lots, or I find them for real cheap, I don't mind picking up, you know, a few exclusive titles, because one day I will go through and play all the games that I pick up. So that's all. One love.